Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Tech Gamers World. In this video, we're going to be unboxing and reviewing a desk-mounted power strip and surge protector from Trond. Now I am super excited to check this out. I actually happen to be in the market for desk-mounted power strip because I'm always working on things on my desk, whether it's building computers, repairing hardware, and I hate having to run power cables down to the floor where my outlets are. Trond actually reached out to me and asked me if I'd be interested in reviewing their latest product, so I definitely jumped on that. So we're going to unbox this, check it out, and get it set up. Stay tuned, we'll be right back. Let's do this. Devices like these protect against surges by having what's essentially a circuit breaker inside, and it's designed that when it senses a massive amount of electricity, it will disconnect or break the circuit to essentially protect everything behind it. So we'll talk about that more here as we open this up. So let's get this box opened up. And here we are. So we've got some welcome guide here, instruction material, the basics, safety precautions, warnings, and on the back here, product diagram showing two different designs, either a 4 outlet and a USB design, or 5 outlets. Now these are all standard AC power outlets for the United States of America. So they're 5-15R receptacles. And now let's go ahead here and open this up. So as you can see, here is the device. It is very nice in a sleek matte black finish, which I love because it matches my overall decor. Most of my stuff is black, aside from the desk. And it features the clamp that we were talking about. That clamps it on to your desk. Checking out functionality of the switch here. Feels pretty good. Very lightweight too. The things I'm looking for is overall quality here. I like the design. It's actually bigger than I thought, but yet very lightweight. And this is very important. So the switch over here is also the circuit breaker. So when there's a surge, let's say hypothetically, for my house got struck by lightning, the surge would come down the line, hit this point as it comes in through the cable, comes through here, and could essentially knock out every device plugged in what's called in line. So these 5 outlets. Now, this button is really, like I said, is the circuit breaker. It will trip and prevent everything behind it from being destroyed. Now, you say to yourself, well, that could break this. Well, yes, it could. This is designed to disconnect or break, but it will protect everything behind it. So it's better to break one of these and have this be destroyed than have your $1,000 iPhone that's plugged into the third power port here charging be destroyed by electrical hit, or your computer, or your video game system, or any piece of anything plugged in, because a $20-$30 power strip is gonna be cheaper to replace than anything plugged into it. So always when you get power strips, get something like one of these from Trond that features surge protection for that reason. Never get, if you ever see a power strip that's just outlets, that's not a surge protector, and it won't protect any of your devices from an external hit. So always remember that. Now, I like this one a lot. This is really nice looking. And the clamp here, taking a look at that, very easy to use. Obviously, just unscrew it all the way down here, which is what we're going to do. And then we'll get it clamped on a desk and see how it looks. I love the fact that this has rubber feet on the bottom to prevent scratches on your desk. Now, like they said in the back of the box, the clamp mount width is equal or less than 1.97 inches. So for all intents and purposes, we'll say 2 inches. Now that matters because your desk thickness, if your desk thickness is more than 1.75 to 2 inches, this product may not work because the clamp won't fit. So you have to make sure that you keep that in mind before you order any product that mounts to a desk. So let's go ahead now and get this set up on our desk. So I've got a spot I've already targeted here for it. I'm going to move that over. We'll turn this way. I'm going to mount the clamp right here on the desk so that I put the outlets right here. So as you can see, that was very easy, and I'll get in here so you can see that. It fits flush up against the desk and in the back as well, right there. And now what we'll need to do is go under the bottom and mount the clamp. So let's get in position and we'll do that now. Okay, so under the desk here, we can see the clamp is all right here. And I've gone ahead and raised up the actual part to it, the clamp, to the support bar for my desk. Now it's very easy to do. Just keep doing this until it gets nice and tight. And when it stops moving or becomes hard to move, you know that you're good. You don't need to go crazy on clamping it down. As long as it's tight and firm, it won't move. You want to be careful. You got to make sure that you have it set to either a crossbar or a sturdy piece of wood. Be careful with some of the cheaper desks that are like, the compressed plywood or sawdust or anything like that if they don't have the metal bar, because you could inadvertently crush the wood and push it in. I've done that before on stuff. So that's always something to keep in mind. I always recommend you get it connected, if possible, and clamped onto a support beam because this is metal and it won't collapse on itself. So back up at the top here, we can see the device is connected to the clamp set up on the desk and is in position. Now I've gone ahead here and got a couple of outlets, plugs I can use here for these outlets. I've got some I found iPad chargers and your standard 5-15p connector. So these, iPhone, iPad chargers are pretty thick. So they tend to bump into each other when you have multiple of them. So we'll see how many this can actually do if you can put them side by side. And you can't. So you can't put them side by side, but you can space them apart, which is pretty standard. And then you can have your standard 5-15p plug in between. And the reason for that is because, these will bump into each other just because they're so big. That's not a fault of the manufacturer of the power strip. That's just the way these friggin' things are. They're enormous. So space those apart, obviously. You could fit, let's say 3 of them on here with 2 of these. So there's that. There's that. And that's pretty nice. I like that a lot. This is going to be great for the majority of my use cases. I'm going to be charging mobile devices on the desk, whether it's tablet phones or plugging in, you know, normal 5-15p plugs into these receptacles here, these little outlets. So this is awesome. This is going to be great for my desk. I wish I had multiple of them to put space around my desk so that I can have it nice, convenient, and very convenient. Again, the switch here is very nice. Go ahead here and plug it in so that we can see it powered on. Just have to get this undone here. So before we plug the power strip in here, I'll just show you the plug. This is your standard 5-15p plug with the nice angled, protective case around it so that it's easy to plug in 2 outlets. Now, the reason that they do it on this angle is because if you're plugging it in on top of something, another outlet, for example, the plug doesn't hit the device below it so that you can never plug it in because then it's got to bend, which can put strain on the cables. So they angle them on the angle there so that they can fit out in outlets and never daisy chain power strips. Always plug this straight in to an outlet. So we'll get it plugged in here and powered on. So we have the power strip is plugged in, as you can see, off, on. The green light is on. I'll move this a little closer here. With the green light on, that means that we are protected. So you would know if there was never power coming to the device if the green light was not on, or say the surge protection wasn't working. So as long as you see green light, you're good to plug stuff in. Again, on, off. Very straightforward. So final thoughts here. I absolutely love this power strip with surge protector from Trond. This thing is really nice. It is good quality. It feels sturdy. It's clamped on, and it's going to give me outlets I need for my desk without having to reach all the way down to the floor. I do wish this particular one had USB ports on the end. That would have been nice, or maybe stretch out the um, switch a little bit and put some USB ports over here. That would have been nice just to plug in devices, maybe a couple USB-A, USB-C ports. But other than that, I can't complain for the, you know, entry level price of this. The features, the surge protection. This is awesome. I'll put the link in the description for this video to this product and you can check it out. And as always, if you can click that like button, subscribe to Tech Gamers World. I'm always going to have new and exciting content dropping all the time. Thanks a lot, and I will see you around.